Everyone has a dream hidden in their heart about the ups and downs of life, and Dali is undoubtedly the ideal that can bring peace of mind to most people. As the ancient capital of the southern Zhao kingdom in the past, Jidi, once magnificent and bustling, transcends time and space. After thousands of years, it still bursts with vitality. With its unique, beautiful scenery, rich cultural relics, and colorful ethnic customs, it attracts countless tourists to yearn for Dali. The last trip to Dali has actually been more than a year, and memories of the ancient city's scenic spot, Kangshan and white snow, always come to mind from time to time. Recalling some of my memories, I always wanted to find another opportunity to record everything about him locally. What I never expected was that the opportunity came so quickly. The release of the Xiaomi 14 Ultra is undoubtedly the driving force for me to once again launch and vigorously execute the all-new second-generation 1-inch bottom main camera, which has an unprecedented ultra-strong light intake, full focus range, large aperture, 4 shots, and complete 6-focus range solution with dual-feature telephoto and the new Xiaomi ASP. When all of this was gathered together, I suddenly realized that it was time to vigorously execute, which was also my ideal image flagship. As soon as I received this phone, I couldn't wait to embark on this Dali-style gathering trip. For the first leg of this trip, I chose to go to the popular as Bend in Pangxi village. Although it was in winter, the temperature here was just right with a gentle breeze. Riding slowly along the Erhai Lake in Pangxi village, a gentle breeze blows from the face, and the bustling crowds along the roadside are a true portrayal of the world of fireworks. What surprised me the most was the excellent presentation power of the Xiaomi 14 Ultra main camera. As I pressed the shutter button, I noticed that the entire shooting environment was in backlight, but the final effect was stunning enough. The person being photographed was not completely black, but maintained the same high brightness as the background. The overall color of the picture was also adjusted very comfortably, and the layering and texture of the picture were expressed very well. And if you pay close attention, you will find that due to the main camera's support for infinitely variable aperture, even in non-professional mode, you can easily capture starlight in direct sunlight, and the effect is very impressive. More importantly, because I have also used the Xiaomi 10's Ultra and 13 Ultra bags before. The chance of glare appearing in backlit scenes is still quite high, but with a 14 Ultra control level, it's almost impossible to see such a situation when shooting on a higher level, which really makes me feel unbelievable. Actually, my favorite thing to do in Pangxi village is to put on loose and comfortable clothes and walk on the sea street. On one side of Tingting is the 3 bedrooms and 1 screen wall of bi-ethnic residence, while on the other side is the shimmering Erhai Lake. The sunshine spreads like an oil painting, and between the prying of light and shadow, there are corners full of stories without the need to find a specific angle. All you need to do here is lift your phone and press the shutter button. Film-like scenes were frozen in the camera. Each corner seemed to have a completely different color or story, waiting for me to discover that the seagulls on the water in the distance seemed to be waving their wings and shouting, welcoming everyone's arrival. When I'm tired of walking, I'll find a chair by the sea and sit down. Accompanied by the incessant sound of waves rolling in my ears, I can quietly enjoy the comfortable feeling of sunlight hitting my body. From time to time, I always see some beautiful scenery in the distance, and the top telephoto strength of Xiaomi 10 Ultra can be said to have helped me grasp it clearly. When looking at these samples in the future, it must be praised that even when shooting with a 30x ultra-long focal length, the Xiaomi 14 Ultra can still provide amazing resolution, and the frame does not shake much during shooting. Combined with the presented effect, it is still the X858. But the intervention of AI algorithms undoubtedly refreshed the imaging of this CMOS, making it the most practical ultra-telephoto imaging model among the flagship imaging models I have experienced so far. The soft and tender Erhai Lake, with its distant mountains and sparkling water, exudes a sense of comfort. Even sitting still here, one's mind and body seem to be healed by the many scenes before them. A bay of blue waves reflects more than 10 points of snow, transforming into countless scenes. The gentle breeze blowing through the willow leaves is a testament to the extraordinary speed of people's longing for Dali. Under the lens of Xiaomi 14 Ultra, the blue sky of Dali, the Erhai Lake, and the colorful scenery are all presented in the photo like paintings. It is unknown whether the beautiful scenery of Dali has enhanced the beauty of the sample. The outstanding performance of Xiaomi 14 Ultra, blessed by Leica, has enhanced the quality of Dali in the camera. Dali has many beautiful scenery, including the towering mountains and flowing water that look up from afar, as well as the flowers, birds, fish, and insects that smell tea and intoxicate people who look up at the street corner. As time goes by, our footsteps have also arrived at the 3 pagodas of Qingshan Temple. This ancient site, located at the foot of Yingle Peak in the northwest of Dali City, has gone through thousands of years, but still remains like 3 guardians. The tranquility that guards this land all say that Dali's freedom is only in the Qingshan and Erhai areas, but in my opinion, Dali's freedom is still closed to this leisurely ancient site. Just like the temperament that Dali gives people, it is calm like water, calm and unaffected by likes and dislikes. The North Tower among the 3 towers, towering and towering, exudes an extraordinary sense of power amidst the casual photography of Xiaomi 14 Ultra. The tower body under the sunlight seems to reflect a light, and when zoomed in, the details on the tower body are clearly presented in front of me. Behind the stacked tower language, the azure sky blends into one. While feeling its unparalleled charm, it seems to be able to understand Lai Bai's emotional expression of life as he writes about the disappearance of ancient moons and ancient moons, which once illuminated the food of ancient people. The clock towers of Qingshan Temple are delicate and dynamic, while the southern tower cleverly combines the characteristics of the Zhongbei Tower and the Central Tower. The 3 towers are independent of each other, yet they are seamlessly integrated. Strolling through them not only allows one to feel tranquility and peace, but also allows one to appreciate the unique and weighty feeling of time. Along the path of Qingshan Temple, there are carefully cultivated flowers with diverse varieties and colors. Tourists who pass by pick up their phones, as if wanting to pack these dazzling flowers that have been favored by the sun and illuminated by the temple's radiance back home. I was momentarily drawn to these roadside flowers. Attracted by the unrestrained posture, it seems to be cheering for me. Stop and admire it quickly. The vivid visuals and eye-catching colors are displayed under the Xiaomi 14 Ultra telephoto lens, showcasing the beauty of Dali from another angle, and time seems to slow down here. No wonder some people say that Dali is not a geographical name, but a way of life. As the sunset gradually moved westward, we also followed the last sunset to return to Dali Old City. Dali Old City is like an open history book, with people coming forward from every stone slab and wall. Telling a 1,000-year-old story, strolling through the alleys of the ancient city, it feels like crossing time and space, returning to the magnificent Nanzhao ancient city where pedestrians were weaving and red lanterns swaying in the wind, adding a touch of liveliness and vitality to this ancient city. Dressed in traditional ethnic costumes, strolling through the romantic streets of Qingshan and Erhai with a gentle smile, the city was once again enchanting. Under the camera recording of Xiaomi 14 Ultra, it feels like returning to the era where slow horses and carriages could only love one person for a lifetime. The magnificent and rich texture of the images leave a deep impression on people. Follow the slate road into the depths of the ancient city. The antique shops and a dazzling array of handicrafts come into sight. Everything here remains the original style, as if time has stopped here, which makes people forget the noisy outside and busy Dali Old City at night. It is another charm. Moonlight, like water, sprinkles on every corner of the ancient city, casting a mysterious veil over it. The gentle breeze blows away the hustle and bustle of the day, leaving behind the tranquility and peace of the night. But what makes me grateful is Xiaomi 14 Ultra's excellent night photography ability and excellent colors. The responsiveness and tolerance at night have fully unleashed the charm of this ancient city at night. Here, you can feel the weight of history and also experience the beauty of life. Dali Old City is not only a witness of time, but also a poet of time. With its beauty and tranquility, everyone who comes here is intoxicated with it. Wandering around the streets and alleys of Dali Old City, it also seems to travel through time and space to return to that quiet and beautiful era. Unconsciously, the lights of the ancient city and the stars in the sky complement each other, forming a beautiful picture. I am here to taste the local specialty cuisine, listen to the melodious songs from the ancient city, and feel the night charm of this city. Many times we are searching for the meaning of traveling. In my opinion, the most comfortable way to travel is to go see a sea with the person you love the most, watch a sunrise or sunset, or just look at a flower. After recording these precious moments, you can always show a knowing smile when recalling them. In my opinion, this is the greatest significance of traveling. I am also very satisfied with the performance of Xiaomi 14 Ultra during the journey, allowing me to enjoy the gentle breeze in Dali. Along with the vivid colors and beautiful scenery, each scenery is fully preserved in the lens. Relaxation and freedom are the greatest feelings of this trip to Dali. If you haven't relaxed for a long time, why not take Xiaomi 14 Ultra and drive southwest to Dali to slow down? If you calm down, you may even encounter the wind, flowers, snow, and moon. Alright, that's all for this episode of the video. Stay tuned and don't get lost. See you in the next video. Goodbye.